Hey you guys, it's me Kiana coming at you today, and I am coming at you. And I wanted to do this video because I wanted us to talk about weight loss. Now, I am not saying these things or um, talking about these things because the new year. That's not my purpose for talking about these things. I'm talking about these things because despite the new year, whenever it is, I need to do better. Um, Sarah, get down. Get down. Get down. No. Homeless. And I'm back. I wanted to talk about, um, yeah, about the fact that even if it wasn't a new year, these things need to be done. And these things that I'm going to talk about needs to be implemented into my life. Um, Thank you. So, I am wrapped up in my beautiful, beautiful uh, MK home comforter, and yeah, I just love to be wrapped up in it when it's a little chilly. It's chilly outside, and also I'm not feeling well, so this is like it's almost like a comfort thing for me. Like you know how little kids carry around that little blanket. Well, this has become like that for me. So, but yeah, um, you guys, I look back and I see, pictures of me at my lowest weight after my gastric sleeve, and as you know, I'm 2 years out. Um, at my lowest weight, my weight loss was 214 or 11 pounds. As of today, because I went to the doctor's today, as of today, I have gained back, I think, 47 pounds, 48 pounds, almost 50 pounds. And that's a lot. Sure, I am not, almost 500 pounds like I was, and I have still lost 160 pounds. Even with my weight gain, I've lost 160 pounds. When I just say that, it's like, OMG. Like, I really, 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 I know it sounds crazy, and I've said this before, but you guys, I really, really, really did not think that I was that big. Like, I know some of you guys that don't battle weight, you guys, you know, look at us and you may say stuff like, and I've heard people say this straight out, how did you let yourself get like that? And all of that kind of stuff. And it's crazy because I swear to you, if you don't battle weight, I swear to you that you do not realize that you're getting that big. Sure, we have mirrors, and you guys know I love a mirror. Okay, yes, sure do. Um, so of course I have many mirrors in my home. I saw myself, but I didn't see myself. It's almost like fat or being overweight gives you these blinders that you can't see things for the truth, and you can't see things that will implement change. It's like it almost, if it smells that it's something that can change you, you have blinders to it. It's crazy, you guys. Trust me, I know you never battled it. For those who've never battled weight loss or weight issues, but trust me when I say you do not know it's sneaking up on you like that. This is why you see so many people on these shows, that 600-pound person or 600-pound man or woman, or these shows are talking about people that's 1,000 pounds. You do not know it's sneaking up on you. Um, and then the other thing is, people have to realize that when you get to that size, you're not going to be able to exercise. Okay, because literally your bones can break just from you standing up when you become that big, like them people on TV. That's 800, 900, 1,000, 1,200 pounds and all of that. So people don't understand that. Um, and then of course they have enablers, what people have termed enablers, which is the people in their family that because they can't do the meals themselves, they, meaning the family members around them, bring the meals to them. And of course those meals are whatever the person wants, that's overweight, because they love the person, but they don't realize, because they have blinders on too, they don't realize they're literally loving them to death. So it's something that is, it's an interesting battle. Um, it's interesting how so many Americans are affected by it, and it's interesting how we don't teach our children, um, early. We don't teach our children how to avoid these things. We don't teach our children how to, do exercises that are fun. The bulk of us, we don't teach our children that. And I have made it a mission, to teach Pootie things that he can get exercise in, and he doesn't even know he's exercising. If you watch my Christmas opening Christmas presents and all that kind of stuff I shared with you guys again this year, you guys saw that I made sure that I got him the game system with the connects, I think they call it, where he can do the games, but he has to be physical while he's doing the games. I also made sure I got him the new school big wheel. It's like a bike. It's made with metal, and it's like awesome, like amazingly awesome. And it's not like the big wheels we used to have, those little plastic cheap ones. It's a nice one. This one lasts him till he's 11 years old. And I made sure I got him something to ride. And I noticed that a lot of people, nowadays, they don't get their children gifts for Christmas or birthdays and things like that that cause them or the child to be physical. We often want to, when they get to an age where they're doing game systems and stuff, and that's my child right now, of course, we often get them the game systems that they can just sit down and just sit in front of the TV and do nothing. So I figured, if I'm going to give you the game systems, and that's your thing right now, and you're getting into that age as a little boy, that I'm going to make sure I get you the games that you're going to be physical at it. And you don't tell them this. We as parents, we know how to, get them to do things, and they don't even know they're doing it. So you don't tell them this, because that's when they start not wanting to do it. But you just introduce it, and you introduce it in ways that's fun. Unfortunately, excuse me, you guys. Unfortunately, a lot of us were not taught that way. And we can't blame it on, our childhood, because once we became grown and old enough, we could have made different decisions and changes. But the problem is, at that point, when you get to that point, you've already discovered, and you've already grown to have a palate for certain foods and overeating and all that kind of stuff. So I guess the key is to try to change the palate as early as possible in your child. Then by the time they're able to, eat foods on their own and make their own food decisions, hopefully they'll make the right ones at that point. And their palate will like those foods and actually choose to eat those foods, not because they have to, but because they like them. But yeah, with all that being said, let's talk about me now. So what I plan on doing is, first of all, enough is enough. I knew once I started getting towards a certain number that I was not going to allow myself to go any further. I just can't. I just can't. And I just can't. I can't. I cannot go back to the old Kiana. I can't. I won't allow myself to. And you guys, I'm sorry, you guys. Please bear with me with this video, because I'm truly bearing what's in my heart and in my soul to you guys. You guys know that I wasn't able to eat for a long time on my gastric sleeve. When I say I wasn't able to eat, I'm talking about I wasn't able to eat like regular people that have had weight loss surgery, how they eat. I wasn't able to consume the way that people that were 6 months, 7 months, 8 months out was able to consume. I wasn't able to actually consume until like 10 months out. And I actually did a video. That's why one of the things I love about vlogging is you actually can go back. I can go back. You can go back. We can go back together. And you can actually see when I discovered that I was able to eat. And I actually did a video. I think it's titled, I Think I Have My Appetite Back. And that day, that video is when I know, because I see it, I know that that was the first time I was able to actually feel like I have an appetite to be able to consume. So I love that. Also, the thing that goes along with that is everybody was telling me how fabulous I looked, and I did look fabulous, I must say. But I know the struggle that I had to go through while I was looking like that. I knew the health problems that I was having, not related to the gastric sleeve, but I was having some health problems at the time, and I was in and out the hospital. So that was, you know, my focus. Usually, this is where I think that I went wrong. I did not start really technically eating, you know, good sized portions or whatever, more than a spoonful at a time, really. I didn't start eating that till like 9 or 10 months out, okay? So where another woman that has had the gastric sleeve or weight loss surgery, she has already mastered how to eat, what to eat for her, you know, by that time. She's mastered it. I had to learn those things truly when I was 10 months out. Do you understand what I'm saying? So by the time I hit that, you get that kind of like, I hate to call it a plateau, but a lot of people get that plateau when they have the gastric sleeve, not the bypass, but when they have the gastric sleeve like a year out. So do the math. I was able to start eating around 10 months out. Then I hit that plateau that many people hit, or the slowing down of the weight loss because of the sleeve, around 2 months after I was able to start eating. So where another person has, again, mastered it by 9 and 10 months out, how to eat, what to eat for them, I was just learning that at 10 months. And then by that time, I had not eaten, so when I was able to eat, I was like, yeah, boy, you know what I'm saying? So even though I was not able to eat what I would normally eat if I was pre-gastric sleeve and 500 pounds again, of course I wasn't able to eat that. I'm still not able to eat that. But I was able to eat something, and I chose whatever I wanted. So that's when, and I think that's where the problem started. And I think that if I was able to eat like normal people that had weight loss surgery, I think that it would have been much easier for me at the 10-month mark, because I would have already been there and done that, so to speak, for 10 months. And some things would have been routine for me, some things would have been just second nature at that time for me, and I didn't have that. So I went from not being able to eat, being able to eat just enough to live, and then being able to eat a good amount of whatever I want. So I didn't have that learning process in between, if you understand what I'm saying. Now everybody's issue is not like that, but that was mine. Um, but I always had in my head that if I reached a certain point, it was going to be like I can't do it anymore. I didn't want to hit, a weight gain amount, but I knew that when I reached a certain point, and that point was 50 pounds, I said, hell to the no. Just like Whitney Houston used to say. Hell to the no. That's what I meant, and that's what I said. Yep. So I was not going to be going down that 50 plus weight gain road. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, you guys. I can't. I can't because I've been through so much, you guys, that would be a tragedy. Literally, you guys, that would be a tragedy if I was to gain back and be 500 pounds again. I can't do it. I truly cannot do it. I can't let fat win. I can't let it win. I cannot let it win. And I have to pray for supernatural strength, you guys, because I am battling. Just like you see people battling with drugs, just like you see people battling with alcohol, I am battling just like they are. And the thing is, the society doesn't understand that. They have sympathy for the crackhead that's, battling, going back to crack and having to go to AA meetings and things like that. I don't have an AA meeting to go to. Okay? All I have is go to God in prayer. That's what I have. Okay? And yes, that works. But we also should have things in place for people like me that are battling demons. And yes, we have therapy. Yes, we have Weight Watchers meetings and all of that. But it's still not. I always thought that they should have a rehab for people that are overweight. And I know that sounds silly, but that just goes to show you how our mindset is about weight loss. We don't think it's silly when they have rehabs for people that are on cocaine. We don't think it's silly when they have rehabs for meth addicts. But we think it's silly and funny and unnecessary when someone mentions that they should have a rehab for people that are overweight. And it just boggles my mind how society doesn't see it as the same. But it's even worse than battling drugs or alcohol because you don't have to do those things to live. But when you eat, you have to eat to live. It's just that some people choose the wrong things, and then some people also feel compelled to not stop. So I am battling, even though I'm restricted, you guys, I'm still trying to feed pain and issues I've had, and I have to stop that. Because what's happening is those demons and those issues that I've had in my life, those spurs that's been placed up against me are winning. And I can't allow it to do it. I see it so much bigger than just losing weight, you guys. I can't allow my life to be taken away from me because of weight. I mean, because of the things that I've experienced in my past. People that have hurt me. And things like I can't let them win. I can't let those things win. And when I think about current around 500 pounds, when I think about the looks, when I think about how my body ate, when I think about I actually had a certain length of time that I could walk. I knew that length of time because I knew that I was going to feel like my legs was going to collapse if I went beyond that time. I couldn't just walk freely. Like now I could just, even with my health issues and stuff, I could just walk freely. I don't have to think, well, how long of a distance is this? Or, is it going to be somewhere I can sit until I get to the location? Or I don't have to think like that now. I just want to get a hold of this. And I know that something needs to be done. And yes, I'm working with my therapist and I'm working with my doctor. What I think I'm going to do, and you guys can join me with this, and I'll probably be talking about this in a separate video, because if you guys want me to share it on camera, then let me know. Thumbs up, and also comment in the bottom, and I will, if the masses ask for it, I will start to do this on camera. But I'm thinking about doing where I write everything down and I plan everything out. That's one of the ways I'm so efficient with my time, with my businesses and things like that. I write everything out. If I had to make phone calls, if I have to, go to a meeting that Chuck can't go to or whatever, anything like that, if we had to go to PTA meetings and all that kind of stuff, anything we have to do, whether it's business related or whether it's personal, I try to write everything down. I'm a list type of person, and that's why I'm able to have my hands on so much. So I think that I'm going to have to take that route with this weight loss. I'm going to have to plan everything out. I'm going to have to literally set out meals for a whole week, put them in containers. I think I'm going to have to go that route. I think I'm going to have to, because that is when I was losing weight, the most weight, is when I was planning everything out. And I actually had a couple of videos on here that I did that. But a lot of you guys wasn't interested in it. The views was lower on it. I only get like 1,200 views on it or whatever. So I just was like, that must be not something they want to do, and I don't have to pull out my cameras and stuff to do it then. So it's a little work to do that. It's a little extra work. It's easy for me just to go fix the meals, but then if I gotta pull out cameras and make sure the lighting is okay and all that, so if I didn't have to do that then, and nobody wanted to really see it, I just felt as though, okay, well, I don't want to show it then. So that's why I stopped. But if you guys are interested in that, and leave your comments below, you guys. As far as exercise, you guys, I'm going to be honest with you, I have to be careful with that. I know I have not told you guys what my health issues is. I have told you guys that I have severe neuropathy. When I say severe, that's what I mean. I have it so bad that it's like the elderly. And no, I'm not a diabetic now, but I got it from being a diabetic when I had Pootie, and I was a bad diabetic. I was on bed rest while I was pregnant with Pootie. So the effects are now, 5 years later, that I have severe neuropathy. Surprisingly, after I had Pootie, even though I was big, I never was a diabetic again, and I'm currently not a diabetic. I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. My cholesterol, they said, it can be a little improved now. And that was the first time I heard that. But the blood work today, they was like, it can be a little improved, but it's basically okay. But you want to just keep tabs on it now. So I guess that comes with age as well. You guys know 40, yeah, a lot of things come. So I'm especially African American community, with the high cholesterol, high blood pressure things and stuff like that. But I am blessed that even when I was 500 pounds, I never had those issues. Never had high blood pressure issues when I was 500 pounds. Never had cholesterol issues when I was 500 pounds. Never had diabetes when I was 400 pounds. But like I said, I haven't discussed what my health issues are, but know that they are issues besides the neuropathy. I just don't want the whole world to know it. Certain things I just don't discuss with you guys. Surprisingly to many, I don't tell my whole life on here. I think that that's not normal if I did. It's so much you don't know about me, you guys. And I share certain things, but certain things I just don't share. Um, so I have to be careful with my exercise, but there is no excuse. I can exercise. I just have to be careful with it. So I need to start increasing that. I do. I need to really start increasing that. And doing what is okay for my body to handle. Just like Miss Davis, Miss Belinda Davis. I haven't forgot about you, sister. I've been really, really, really busy. You guys go check out her channel. It's C Belinda Davis. And go check out her channel because she is battling weight loss, and she's doing it on her own. And I felt in my spirit compelled to support her and for us to go over and surround her with love, because I felt it in my spirit when I watched her video. Literally my spirit shook. I felt it in my spirit that she needs this right now. I don't know why. I don't know what's going on in your life, sister, but I just felt that. I don't know if you wanted to give up, you just was functioning for everybody else. I don't know, but I do know we serve an awesome God, and I do know that when God says move, I don't ask no more questions. I used to. I don't ask no more questions. I just go do it, and that's what I felt when I came and told you guys to go over and support her, just like I'm trying to. So I will be over, sister, to talk to you, and I have some plans for you and some things to make you feel special, because you are special. And yeah, and I think that it'll be good if you can go along with me with these meal plans, and maybe you can post yours. I think this would be awesome for us to do overall, for all those people out here that watch videos, I mean that do videos, that are watching me right now. Maybe you can join us on that. So we'll talk about it in another video in the next couple of days. So yeah, so make sure you stay tuned, because we're gonna have some changes. I may even start doing some little I'll see. Yeah, I'll see. Alright, you guys, so yeah, it's gotta be a change. It has to be a change, because I can't go back. I can't go back, you guys. I can't. I won't. I won't go back. I won't. I won't do it. Nope. Nope. I won't do it. And I'm taking you guys once again on with me. Yes, at this date, I still lost 160 pounds. But my mind doesn't focus on the 160-pound weight loss. My mind focuses on, chick, look, you done almost gained back 50 pounds. 50 pounds. Yes, 50. Get it together, or turn it loose. So that's what my mind fixates on. So yeah, 160 pounds I've lost, even with the weight gain. But I gained 50 pounds almost. So that's not. I need to get in control, because I am starting to be out of control, obviously. So yeah. So if you think that you want to see me start planning out my meals and showing you guys my meals and how do I set it up for the whole week and what I'm going to be eating and all that kind of stuff, thumbs up this video, because I think this would be great for all of us. I think this would be something that is great for all of us. I think we all can benefit from it, and we can all do it together. So alright, you guys, sorry about this long 30-minute video, but I wanted to come talk to my girls. I love you guys so much. I am not feeling well today. It's not about the cold, but my neuropathy is like, it's killing me. If you want to know what neuropathy feels like, it feels like, and the thing is, I have it. It's rare to have it in both feet and in both legs. It's rare. You usually have it in one or the other, but I actually have it in both feet and in both legs up to my mid-thigh. Yeah, a lot of people that's older, they have it in one or the other foot. They usually don't have it in their legs too. And you know, but I am the opposite. I have both feet and both legs mid-thigh. And what it feels like is, it feels like, most people say it feels like either like a pain or either needles or burning if you have it on your feet. So I have it where it feels like needles, and since I have it up to my mid thigh, I feel that needle feeling from my feet to my mid thigh and both, yeah, both legs. So um, Pootie kicked my butt getting in this world. That's how I know he has a calling on his life, and a strong calling. You guys know that we both had to be resuscitated, and he was my smallest baby, but he was a hellraiser. And yeah. So yeah, my that's what my neuropathy feels like, and then that accompanied with my real issues, my health issues. It's just a lot. It's just a lot, and it's a lot to try to put that on top of weight loss, and focusing on living with issues that I have that is life threatening, and then thinking and worrying about weight loss at the same time. It almost like it's almost like I would think sometimes, I'm like, I'm just gonna go ahead and do whatever makes me happy, and if that includes food and eating certain foods, I was gonna do that because life is short, and but it's just a lot, you guys. It's just a lot. It's a lot that you think of, and irrational thoughts and stuff like that with this weight loss issue. But we'll talk about it some other time. Alright, you guys. Love you all. I will talk to you guys later. I thank you all for allowing me to share and finding value in that of which I do. Please take time to thumbs up this video. And if you haven't subscribed, please join our Big Cuss Into Two family. We are now 7 million strong and 31,000 and some change subscribers. I thank you all for building me up, and I thank you all for watching me never be torn down. How about that? Alright, you guys. I may be shaken, but I'm never stirred. Be blessed.